G'day, today we're going to have a look at the weekly challenge on mini motorways. So just to be clear, this one is the week of 13th of September. So we start with one bridge and unlimited road tiles, no further upgrades are offered. Trees can't be destroyed. Destinations are more likely to be double destinations. So I'm going to pause straight up here, and what we'll do is we're going to connect him. Now, a double destination takes up that many squares, so it's that 3 by 4, so 12. So what we're going to start off, I think, by doing is we're going to just do some hardcore blocking. I think this is the way we approach this one. Now, obviously, blocking is something that I get asked to, or scrutinized for not using as part of my normal setup, but I reckon there's a twist to the way that we use it in this. So what we want to do is we don't want to allow a double destination to be built. We want to try and encourage this thing to give us single destinations. So the way we do that, basically we open up areas of 9 squares. And we can just put sort of sections of 9 squares in different areas, because that's totally fine. If you want to give us a 9 square distance, get rid of those two just to allow us to have houses nearby this guy, actually. Cool. We don't want double destinations, and we also don't want to sort of be dealing with islands at all. I think that I want to try for the most part blocking out islands, and we will, assumably we're not going to get any tunnels either, so we want to really be on top of our game for where we can get stuff, which might mean that we spend a lot of this game right-clicking, just seeing when the map expands out. Now let's just, I was going to say we should have paused quicker there to allow that guy to have a chance to appear in a more suitable spot, because obviously we'd blocked out the rest of that area. So let's just clear out some of this section to allow for housing to go near these guys. So same thing on this side, we might just that a few spots. I don't think anything will show up that close, but just in case, we'll leave it vacant. Now we're not going to get a I guess nothing happens on the weekend, so there's no sort of significant shift that occurs on a weekend, so we don't just have a moment of pause on Sundays, we just power on through, I guess. A bit of a weird setup we've got here. It's sort of the way that these guys are all sort of spidering to a destination. Can't do anything with that other dot. It needs sort of something to bounce off. Okay. So we'll open up that area there as well. Just keep an eye on what's continuing to open up around us. Obviously, the way that these maps sort of lay out is there are certain areas where they want to have houses, certain areas where they want to have factories. So potentially I'm just incorrectly identifying areas where factories would exist, but what we need is we do need factories to show up. Because otherwise the workload that these two will take will just become catastrophic really quickly. So we do want something else to sort of appear for us, but we are going to keep just trying to offer up 9 squares. Just so they don't give us a double one. It could possibly play out that this strategy does not work and I need to just sort of give the whole map freedom to build, with the exception of these other islands. Where we're only going to get the one bridge, so for now we're just going to block them out. These purple houses are adamant that all that space belongs to them. Nice little weird choice of a spot for that green guy there. We probably don't need to connect those two. Let's just work that spot up there out. Now I wonder if basically the game is rebelling against me, that it just does not want to give me anything except double locations, and so for that reason I'm not going to see anything in my 9 square sections. Does make me wonder if I'm just going to have to open up the world. Doesn't really matter how gritty my my drawing is here. Yeah, you can see it's just going to sort of continue to overload, so let's just open up the world. So it looks like otherwise, yeah, we're just going to get hit by way too much. Yeah, there we go. We'll continue to just open it all up. So. Okay. We'll get this guy to swing through here. Cut this guy. Yellow really wants to be seen. We really don't have enough yellow housing yet, though, to cater to that. Boy, howdy. It's coming back at me with a vengeance now. No, can't take 2 houses of that, so we'll make them a split decision. At least we've now got more purple, so the workload of this guy is going to get divided between the different purple houses. So we're going to need to redesign this area at least. Possibly what we're going to have to do is just get these guys to come in and join in this. Cut through. I mean, potentially not even that, because we've got 4 houses down here to look after this guy. Possibly it's going to be their duty to look after that. What we might do is, since we have blocked out that side, I've got to wait one more line until we can get down here, but we can at least use these guys to here with a bridge. And we will cut across here, these 2 guys, and then give these 2 guys to that. So now what we're hoping is that 4 houses can now take on this workflow. Oh, cool. There's another one. There's something for these guys to do at least. That's going to be a stretch. Okay, so this guy has now become the closest house to this red down here. To get there, he is going to have to make a mess. Going to cut through some fine neighborhoods. And yeah, gonna really maybe what we should do is try and flick some of these guys just the other way, just to clean that up a bit. Alright, light blue enters the party. We can't get them through, short of using this road as well, because that's a nice dense tree population they've given us in this area. Cut that down there. We also still don't have this yellow attached to anything, so we will make these yellow guys down here to help out with both of those. Now the lack of what are we lacking? Bit of everything. Lack of traffic lights is probably going to make a fair bit of this trickier as well. Oh, well, he's a good addition to help this guy out. Was he? Can't imagine that we're going to get any red houses down here, so this sort of long commute is going to be a permanent fixture. What we really should do actually is let's get rid of that. Instead what we'll do is we'll bring these guys just straight down across, join this side to get there. Then we can cut that off as well. So that's just this intersection here, but these are two sort of, there's a circular one in here which is probably a bit more critical than these two guys and how much attention they'll need. Definitely don't need that bridge anymore. Connect him on that one, because this guy's a little bit less attention than these two do. Another house to join that anyway. Ooh, what we should do is flick him around and turn that guy around. It's probably a cleaner connect. I think there's a better layout this section here. Now these light blue guys have their hands really forced to... Okay. So let's give this one guy to this house, to this for now, because I think that at most he's only going to need one. So what we'll do, at least temporarily, what we're going to do is bring this through here, I think. That means that blue can be left alone down the bottom. Sort of what bothers everyone else, because now red's going to have to cross two intersections to get here. But blue is on a very long journey that'll cause them problems. As is this red, we might actually shift him that way. There are a fair few intersections we've got going on here that'll be problematic. Now, we can connect these purples here, and that gives us the opportunity, or the option rather, of this community to come up and support him, just going the opposite way on this light blue track. And what that could do is we could pull these two guys off here. So, get a little bit of that intersection congestion out of the way. Maybe we should just connect that too. Just give yellow the option of which way they go. It doesn't matter if they pick one way or the other, really. And we'll connect him around this way because this red's definitely struggling. Alright, well, this guy's caught me sleeping. He can Be a little private life on an island. Okay, so let's just pause for a second, just so we don't lose our positioning. What we can do is just swing this guy all the way up and around. Give him those two. This guy connect in here. Cool, and that guy can help this one out. So we've got 5 houses looking after him, 2 currently on this guy, 3 on those 2, 4 on those 2. Green is definitely well covered at the moment. We still haven't used our one ladder bridge. We can keep that in mind if we can get if we say need to swing out here for, say, would it be better if we gave red like a path that ran all the way around here? Maybe. Nice light blue right there. Got a lot of purple down here. Alright. Let's pause for a second. Let's have a look at this option for red. So we cut. This is going to be a pain because I have to be very precise with my... I suppose I can just cut back in here. Generally I find I make a lot of mistakes when making those bridges, and that can... And you have to basically remove the whole thing and start again, which is definitely a pain. Okay, so... wipe out all of that. You can probably just connect that way, save us some road. And there we go. So they now only connect down here with another road as opposed to having to cut through a couple of different intersections. Now really there's no reason these two need to be connected anymore either. Purple and yellow are all just on this side. Okay, this red is a... Hopefully we get some red houses over here. I can't recall if that's something that we do get in this section, or if this set of houses are going to help this problem. And it does, I mean, you can see there's heaps of houses down here that aren't doing anything, so we definitely want to flick them around to go help out the parties in need. Alright, now if we had a tunnel, just one little tunnel, this would be a great sort of layout to have. But instead this guy's pinned. Even this guy here, be a bit of a nightmare to get through. So it has to be cars from down here that do this job. And these guys are already doing the work of this one. The only way really to get through is going to be to cut onto this blue and then cut out again. It's a very big yellow neighborhood that we've got here, that this intersection is now going to suffer hard. We get rid of that. Also, possibly we need to get rid of that, just so that this neighborhood doesn't try and cut through and help out. I mean, they already are here. You can see the gridlock we're now getting smashed with. Okay, so good news is, let's pause for a second. We've now got a fair bit of blue down here. Now, I say fair bit, we've got 3. We've got this guy here as well that I'm going to count as being part of that. We can now swap him around to help out there. And we're going to disconnect this neighborhood and divide them between helping out this guy and helping out at the top. And it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. Its job is to look after this, to reduce more out of this intersection here. So we'll have this yellow look straight up. The problem that I have here is I can't disconnect this yellow from this road, and I need this road because these purples need to help out here, with this guy being the only exception, and these purples also have to help out here. So can we shift? Can we do anything to shift yellow off that road? So what we can first do is move these guys and just change their route so that instead they're going that way. So this can become a private road for this one yellow guy. I mean, just take someone off that street. What we don't want is these guys cutting through here to try and help out. And we even don't want these guys cutting through here to try and help out. So I think what it means is that we have to do this to make their journey a bit longer that way. We've still got this yellow house here that's going to be a bit closer. But hopefully that just cleans up this mess a little bit. So it's... No, because what we've now done is we've separated this purple. That purple still needs to have people journeying to it. So what we want is we want the trip to purple to not have to involve these yellow guys coming out. But we can't not have these yellow guys attached because, like, say, even if we just try to rely on these guys going up here and attaching to that, in order for, I mean, what we could try and do is just disconnect them completely. All right, let's try that. So, new strategy is, I don't think that guy can be disconnected. So he's going to still be part of this. That purple guy will turn him a bit more towards this. These three we're going to disconnect. Connect him. And then these guys we're going to connect up there as well. So it's now them the closest guy. And we'll take one of these off. It's now going to be these guys' job to try and sort out the two of these. Hopefully. It's the idea here. Because there's too much traffic on this. And part of the problem now is also that these guys are trying to come through and help out here because they can come through and get in. So we don't want them connected either. But I don't think that we've got a choice in that matter. Because they have to cross, for yellow to get to here, they have to cross this red road. And that means that this yellow has to be connected to this red in order to get to that, which means that this light blue has to be connected to that. So I think the only thing we can do is try and pull more houses off this side. No, because then they'll shift back the other way. Oh, we have problems all over the place with these connecting cities, and you can just see the congestion here. And I also ended up not successful. Oh, I've already successfully disconnected these three guys. All light blues are struggling because none of them are happy. Well, we can try and address light blue by shifting them onto this red road. Actually, let's pull all these guys off here. Send them that way. If that gets some of the thing, I can't see this purple guy surviving this. No. And I mean, this purple guy here's going to go too. But it was the blue that got us in the end. Interesting. Alright, at least a fun one to play around with and experiment with. Yeah. We can have a look at the leaderboard as well. So there we are, 183. And I guess if we have a look at the tops, 3,000, so I don't think too bad. 183 is definitely respectable. Alright, until next time, I'll catch you later. See ya.